4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Diecast Reviews. This is our 31st episode since we've done the Stars and Stripes video, which marked the 30th episode of Diecast Reviews. So for this one we have a really interesting thing to look at, and today we are going to be reviewing the first series of the Freestyle Mania Monster Jam trucks. And not only that, as you already saw, they come with a motorbike on the packaging as well. There's also something else in there that's featured in the packaging, but we'll talk about those later on. But I just wanted to show you the first series of the Freestyle Mania trucks. Yes, these are supposed to be the Freestyle Mania trucks, which, in case you didn't know, that Freestyle Mania is a brand new series where I believe there are 8 of the best Monster Jam drivers, as well as 8 randomly picked motocross drivers, which are the ones who drive the motorbikes, get to compete in an all-out competition where all the Monster Jam trucks do. I'm pretty sure they were doing racing and then two-wheel and then freestyle, and then for motocross they do freestyle type events on there as well. So not much is known for Freestyle Mania, but I did watch one of those shows and I heard that it is a pretty good success from what I've heard. And they're extending Freestyle Mania to the 2026 season, which is going to be part of the 2026 tour for World Finals. So whoever wins the next season's Freestyle Mania for the 2026 season will make it to World Finals, which is very interesting because I like the concept of Freestyle Mania being taken place. So with that said, we're going to move on things further to the trucks that are included in this series. So as you saw in the front, forgive me if the packaging looks a little creased or damaged. That's because the day I found these trucks was at a Walmart that I went to, and I had to put them in my bag because they didn't all fit. I couldn't carry them all together. Plus they didn't fit and they were like squished. Well, only the packaging. The trucks themselves are doing pretty much fine. You can see here that the trucks are not damaged or anything. It's the packaging that's creased and a bit bent. So yeah. And as you may have noticed, these are only available at Walmart. So these are the successors to the NASCAR dual packs that were featured or that were out for quite a few years of the Spin Master Monster Jam license. From what I've heard, that series ended last year, where we had Sparkle Smash and then we had Northern Nightmare and Green Ghost Gravedigger. That was the final series of the of the NASCAR duo packs, and now this is the next best thing, which is the Freestyle Mania trucks, which you get a pickup body design of a 3D modeled Monster Jam truck, and along with that you get the motorcycle, and you get something else here included, this little piece right here, which we will talk about once I open one of these trucks. So in this first set of the Freestyle Mania trucks, this is series 1. So right in front of me we have Gravedigger. Then right here on this side we have JCB Digatron, looking really cool. Can't wait to review this one. This is actually pretty cool. And we finally have ThunderROARus, which by far this is probably my least favorite Freestyle Mania truck diecast in this set. And I'm pretty sure you may have noticed this, but if you look really close, you can see there is a render of the pickup body design for each trucks in this set. You can see there's the render of the pickup body ThunderROARus, and on the other ones there was JCB Digatron and then Gravedigger. So here's ThunderROARus right here. Here's the pickup body design. There's the red motorcycle. There's also the little plastic thing on the back right here. I really like this new packaging style and design for the Freestyle Mania trucks, and I'm going to show you guys the back of it. You can see on the back of the said series, it doesn't say the series number, which is strange because usually they have them somewhere around the packaging, but it doesn't seem like they have it anywhere, and it's not in the back as well, which is very strange because it doesn't tell you what series number this is. But I can tell you that this is series 1 of the Freestyle Mania trucks. We do have a series 2 that was just revealed a few days ago. I'm pretty sure it was revealed by Sunday afternoon. That's when it got revealed. And I can tell you those trucks are, well, hold on, excuse me, I had to sneeze there, but yeah. So there is the so here are the truck renders that are included in the set. We have Gravedigger, ThunderROARus, JCB Digatron. There you can see, if I put this a little closer, you can see that there are the motorcycles here, and there's that little plastic thing that I was talking about. Well, apparently this is supposed to carry the motorcycle on there, so this is supposed to be like the flags, except instead of flags, you get included the motorcycle, and you get to carry them around on the back while playing with the pickup body design of these 3D trucks that you see right here. So as you see from here, there is the ThunderROARus truck on there, as well as the motorbike and the little thing that goes on the back, the motorcycle carrying this carrying mechanism right there. Once you have this thing, you just shove it in the truck, and then you put your motorcycle on there, and it's supposed to look like this. So yeah, that's pretty much that. And I did say before that there is a second series on the way. Not sure when it will release here in the States, but it has been found in Canada. So on that one, hopefully we see those for next year, probably around early February when all the 2026 trucks comes out. I don't know, but we'll see. So here is the ThunderROARus. I'm just gonna put this out a little bit farther. There it is. So here's the ThunderROARus pickup for Freestyle Mania along with the motorbike. Let's unbox this guy. I'm really excited to see how these things are. Okay, so it took me a little while to open these. I had these around my shelf for a while, so forgive me if I couldn't open them right. But yeah, I had them in my shelf for a while. I don't know if the packaging will stick together for a while, but I guess not. But here, a little close of the ThunderROARus logo right here, with the really cool looking logo type here on this side. Apologies, I came back. I had to do something really quick, but I'm just going to show you again the logo of the ThunderROARus with the new packaging style right here. Here's a little stand area right there. Kind of looks like a lightning bolt. If I put it down right there, kind of looks like a lightning bolt. So yeah, there is that. I really like the new packaging. Like I said, I am a huge fan of the new packaging design. I really like how they changed everything about it, and it's just really cool. All right, so we're gonna, yeah, you can see this little thing right here. And here's the ThunderROARus truck. There is the little plastic thing that's included in there. And here is the motorcycle, probably the best part of this entire series. You can see when you hear my cat in the background, but yeah. We're gonna take this off. They're really they're really in there. They're like packed together in this thing, in this plastic part, and then there's the motorcycle. So we'll take a look at the motorcycle later, but first I want to look at the truck first. I'm just gonna put my stuff on the side, and I'm gonna put these really far so you guys can see. And here is the little display of the ThunderROARus. There's the bike, and then there's a little plastic area right there. We're gonna look at ThunderROARus first, just, you know, for the sake of the review, and it's going to be a pretty quick one because I'm not going to dive into much detail on this thing. So here's the ThunderROARus pickup. You can see there's the logo right at the center of this side right here. This part right here, when I first saw the render photos of these trucks, I thought this part was going to be like all white, but it turns out it's actually chrome silver, which is an interesting color choice here. And it's not the first time that we have this chrome color right there. Remember the holographic Bad Company where it had some chrome, and then when you shine a light at it, there's like a bit of green? Well, in this one, you don't see that much on the ThunderROARus pickup design. But yeah, there is the logo right there. There's the texture details right here on the other side. There's like red right here. And right on the hood, there's the ThunderROARus logo again. Right here, there's like inverted, there's the red background, and then there's some white detailing on here. The hood looks detailed as well. Look at the headlights, they're pretty good. This one is mirrored out, so this is the same thing. It also features the yellow Monster Jam logo, which is really nice. And then there's another ThunderROARus logo right at the back of the tailgate. It's a little crooked for some reason. I don't know if it's supposed to look like that or if it's supposed to be like this. Right on the top right here at the roof, you can see there's the ThunderROARus spikes on the top. And apparently, from what I've heard, when I first saw this series, this is supposed to be 3D renders of all the 3D trucks that are currently running or that currently ran in Freestyle Mania, but we are going to get more eventually soon. But here are the here's the ThunderROARus truck. You know, the pickup design of it has a dark gray chassis, I believe, or a gray chassis with a red roll cage, red wheels, and black tires. And this truck looks really nice. So we're just gonna put this to the side on the background so you guys can have a better look at it. Here's a little plastic thing that is in the packaging, and these things apparently, for one Freestyle Mania truck, it'll cost you $8, and there is a reason for this. Not only do you get the truck, but you get the bike that we will look at in a bit, but you also get this thing, which is supposed to hold your which is supposed to hold the team's motorcycle on the back of the truck. So I guess it's a reasonable price for these trucks. So yeah, here's a little plastic thing right here. This is where you're supposed to put the motorcycle, and we're going to demonstrate that later. But first, I just want to look at the motorcycle here, and the first time we've ever seen motorcycles being made by Spin Master in the Monster Jam lineup, and this is really interesting here. I really like the bike. It's all red. It kind of reminds me of the chase piece ThunderROARus that we got for this year's diecast lineup for the chase pieces. It kind of does have that same color texture. Right here we have the ThunderROARus logo. I'm not sure you guys can see it, but when I shine the light at it, there it is. You can see there's the ThunderROARus logo hidden at the very bottom part of this motorcycle. A black Monster Jam logo right here on the side. We also got the wheels here. I think it says Monster Jam. Yeah, it says Monster Jam on there. And then right on, yeah, they also say Monster Jam. So instead of BKTs, it just says Monster Jam, which is really interesting. And right here on this side, we have a black Monster Jam logo here, and we have some detailing here on this part. Apparently, this is actually made of metal, so if I flick my finger, yeah, this is actually made of metal, which is very cool to see on these motorcycles. So these are pretty heavy, so don't throw these around because the metal part actually is, well, this part is made of metal, obviously. And I think there's a little screw inside of this little hole, and from where I can see, yeah, there is definitely a screw in there. There's a screw in there, so if you want to customize your motorcycles, you can definitely do that. But I wouldn't recommend it since I don't know how big this screw is. You can't really see it from the camera's perspective, but in my angle I can definitely see a screw in there, like hidden deep inside of this motorcycle diecast. So if you guys want to do custom, so if you guys gather more motorcycles like this, and if you want to do a custom, you can definitely do that. So now for the demonstration of what I'm going to do here. So take your Freestyle Mania diecast, right? You put this thing right here, you shove it in the little hole area where the flagpoles usually go to. So you put them right there. It looks a little weird like this, but I think in the packaging it's supposed to look like that. Let me get the box here. It's a little damaged, so because I was trying to open it. Yeah, I think it's supposed to look like that. Not sure if it's supposed to look bent, but I don't know. When I first got these trucks, they didn't look that. Oh, well, that's interesting. So I guess I fixed it a little bit, because look, there it is. So it's not supposed to go upwards like this. It looks a little bent, but when you push it down, there you go. Now you got this little detail here, and you can definitely adjust the level of where you want the motorcycle. So I would recommend putting it like this. Yeah. So it's supposed to go like that, and then you take your motorcycle and you put it on this side right here. I'm not sure if they'll fit. There we go. So you're supposed to take it like this. There you go. Now it looks really cool. It does really look good, but there is an issue here. Whenever you try to position it like this part of the truck will go upwards, and it's not going to go straight down like it's supposed to. So you're going to have to hold it with your finger, but otherwise it looks pretty good. Doesn't look that bad at all. But yeah, there is the ThunderROARus pickup. There is also the motorcycle that comes with it, and you get the little motorcycle part that is supposed to be stored here on the back of the truck. So there is the Team ThunderROARus Freestyle Mania truck, motorcycle, and everything else in it. So that is ThunderROARus. We're gonna move on to the next truck of the Freestyle Mania set, which is the very first one, and that is JCB Digatron. And this is probably my favorite truck in this first wave of Freestyle Mania. You can tell from the color scheme as well as, you know, everything else that's in it. Here's the render of the JCB Digatron pickup body design. It looks really good, matches the render really well. And the bike, though, our first yellow bike, and has a really interesting color scheme here, which we're going to talk about later once I open this. But yeah, here's the Digatron render right at the very top right corner, and there's the JCB Digatron logo. Everything else is the same on the back, except you get the JCB Digatron render, and you also get the bike and the little plastic part on the side. So with that being said, we're going to open this truck right now. Alright, so I took out the diecast and my camera shook a little bit because I was having difficulties. I was having some difficult time, had a difficult time trying to open the packaging because of how it's designed. But here's the JCB Digatron logo, and again, it's a really cool way that they're making the packaging design. Looks really nice. So yeah, there's the Digatron logo, and here is everything that is included in here. You get the truck, you get the little plastic part, and there is the bike as well. We're just gonna remove that. Hopefully I didn't break it. These things are really hard to open, but not as hard to get the bike out of the packaging or the plastic part. So there is the bike, there's the little plastic thing, and then there is JCB Digatron right here. We're gonna look at the truck first, like what we did for ThunderROARus. So we're just gonna move. Actually, we're gonna keep this in the background so you guys can see it. But here is JCB Digatron. This truck looks amazing. I love the paint scheme of it. It looks really good. Kind of reminds me of the very first Extreme. It kind of reminds me of Extreme Diesel. That was the very first diesel engined monster truck that we haven't seen much of this truck, but yeah, it kind of reminds me of Extreme Diesel. The paint scheme of it kind of looks like that, and everything about it just looks really cool. So you get the really black, you get this black stripe running down at the middle of the diecast. There's the JCB Digatron logo right at the center. Looks really clean. There's the JCB Digatron logo on the hood, as well as the yellow Monster Gym logo. We have a JCB logo right on the roof, as well as another JCB Digatron logo at the back. And there's not much to this truck, but this is considered my favorites due to the paint scheme of it. So this truck has a black chassis with a yellow roll cage, yellow wheels, and black tires. Unfortunately, no BKTs, but BKTs would look really cool on these trucks. It'll look really nice, and it'll be a lot better from a better perspective. But yeah, there is the JCB Digatron pickup body design. And here we have the little plastic thing. This time it's yellow, and this is where you're going to store the motorcycle. And speaking of the motorcycle, here it is right here. Same metal body design right here, and this part is plastic on there as well. The wheels, on the other hand, look really cool. The tires are, the same, but look at the wheel here. It's white instead of, of a different color. It could have been yellow, but no. The white wheels right here, where this area right here, looks really good. It looks really clean. And when I try to move it, it does make a little bit of a motorcycle sound. Look, listen. Kind of makes that sound. It looks really cool. So there is the JCB Digatron logo right here at this very part at the bottom. Black Monster Gym logo, black JCB Digatron logo, and Monster Gym logo right here. And I'm pretty sure for this part you can kind of twist and turn it, but not really. Oh, I almost missed this, but look, there's like red stuff right here on the very center of the front of the motorcycle. This is apparently supposed to be JCB Digatron's lights, and that is a really cool detail. I like that. So there's the JCB Digatron motorcycle. Looks really cool. I like the white wheels in there as well. So we're gonna assemble Team JCB Digatron right here. Remember, it's supposed to go like this, not upwards, otherwise it's gonna look weird. Actually, let me see if I can try to put it upwards, and hopefully it doesn't mess up the truck. So we're gonna push this down, make sure it's tightly secured. If we put this thing upwards, no, it won't. Actually, if you tighten it up a little bit, yeah, you can definitely try to do that, but I would recommend doing it like this, since this is much safer, and that way if you put it upwards, it's gonna fall. But yeah, see how it doesn't want to stand down? This is because the motorcycles are heavy. They have like metal on there, so that's why it's pushing it up. So that's why the trunk is going upwards instead of downwards. But yeah, so there is Team JCB Digatron for the Freestyle Mania series diecast, or the first wave of the Freestyle Mania trucks. It looks really good on a better angle. It looks really nice. And I also forgot to mention that Tristan England won Freestyle Mania for Team JCB Digatron, so congrats to him. And this is a better way to, you know, display the truck itself on a better, you know, on a better perspective whenever I review these really new Freestyle Mania trucks. So there is Team JCB, and we're gonna move on to our final truck. Our final truck of this series, and you probably already know who this is. What's a better way to send off the final truck for Series 1 without Gravedigger? And Gravedigger is the final truck of this set, or this first set of the Freestyle Mania trucks. Like I said, we have a second wave on our way, and I'll display a photo of it pretty soon, somewhere around this video. But here is the Gravedigger pickup, and here is the render of it. It looks really cool. I like the color scheme. There's the ghost on there. There's a little the castle and the moon right there. This truck looks really cool. I don't know. It looks really exciting. It has some green and also has some purple. This is actually really cool. So with that said, let's not waste any time. Let's unbox this final truck of the first wave of Freestyle Mania diecast trucks. Alright, so Gravedigger. Here's the logo of it. Looks really cool. Clean. Alright, so there is Gravedigger, the last truck of the set. This is also the hardest truck to find for most people, and it's really fascinating how this truck is considered the hardest one to find, even though for me, the hardest truck to find for me was JCB Digatron, and this is before the Freestyle Mania trucks were even introduced in diecast form. Right now, Gravedigger is now the hardest truck to find for the Freestyle Mania set, with ThunderROARus being, you know, the peg warmer, and then JCB Digatron being the somewhat hardest one to find. I mean, most people who haven't found the 3D version of the JCB Digatron, or at least the normal version, will settle with the pickup body design for JCB Digatron, and I feel bad for those who haven't found the truck yet and had to settle with the pickup body design, but I don't blame them. JCB Digatron is a really popular truck, and it's hard to find, so I don't blame them. However, in Freestyle Mania's case, for this series, Gravedigger is the hardest one to find due to its unique design and its, you know, really cool textures, as well as the paint scheme used for this. So it's a lot to take in. So we're gonna first look at the Gravedigger pickup body truck. This is by far one of the coolest trucks I've ever seen. This might even be probably, I think it's now my favorite. I don't know. I mean, JCB is still considered a popular truck in my eyes. It's still one of the best ones that they've done, but in terms of designs, Gravedigger takes the cake. But for favoritism, for me, it goes to JCB Digatron. I don't know. I'm a JCB person myself. I don't know. But here's the truck. It features the same texture body design for the 3D Gravedigger here. So there is the ghost, the Grim Reaper ghost, and then there is the castle with the moon in the background, also the tombstones here. And here's something interesting. If I look a little closer, do you see something here? Well, that is the USHRA logo. It's just cut off from the pickup body design. And that's because the original Gravedigger had it. But in this pickup form, you can barely see it. Well, you can see a little bit of it. There's the checkered flag. There's the USHRA logo right here, which is very interesting. I don't think anybody has pointed that out yet, and I'm the first one to find out. And this Gravedigger paint scheme is not the Dennis Anderson paint scheme that we are used to seeing for most Gravedigger diecasts. This is an older paint scheme, one that was used frequently for most Gravedigger diecasts before they switched it up to the Dennis Anderson paint scheme for Gravedigger. So there's the yellow Monster Jam logo. Here's the Gravedigger logo right at the hood. Looks really cool on this one. Same thing on this side is mirrored, and right at the tailgate is the Gravedigger logo. right at the roof, we have the Grim Reaper, or the Gravedigger Grim Reaper right here, with the green and yellow flame pattern right at the top. So this truck has a purple chassis with a green roll cage, purple wheels, and black tires. Again, BKT printing would make this a lot better, and a lot better for these trucks. So here's the Gravedigger truck. Here is the plastic motorcycle mechanism that is put onto the back. I don't know what you call these, but there is the Monster Jam logo. There, it's a minty green color, which is really cool. And then we have the motorcycle here. It's a green motorcycle. Let's see if I can put it a little closer. There we go. So there's the green motorcycle here. Looks really good on this side. Metal body, plastic body here as well. Here's the Gravedigger logo at the back with the black Monster Jam logo accompanying it. We have another Gravedigger logo here. And what happened here? What happened? Oh God. What happened to my motorcycle? That is not supposed to look like that. I don't know. But there's the Gravedigger logo here as well. Not sure what happened on this side. I don't know what happened here. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I really don't know. Don't know what happened here. It never looked like that. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it looks messed up on this side. I don't know what happened here, but that doesn't matter. But we got this Gravedigger logo here, black Monster Jam logo, and then right here on the wheels, this part right here, the wheel is purple and the tires, just remain the same, the black color. And I'm gonna take out the motorcycles off of these trucks here for a moment, because there's something interesting that I've just noticed here. So here is all the motorcycles on my hand, and I'm gonna show you guys the only difference here for one of them. All of these trucks that you see right here have their own logos, but one of them does not, and that is ThunderROARus, which is the obvious one. Weird how they couldn't fit a ThunderROARus logo here. That is bringing back some issues from the 164 release of the ThunderROARus, where they couldn't fit the logo on the other part right here. But there is a logo here, so I guess that's an exception for this truck. Probably because this logo is too big and it doesn't have an alternative version or alternative logo, so it's just gonna stay the same as the way it is for now. While JCB and Gravedigger have alternate logos, and that's why they're able to put their logos on the back part right here. But yeah, these are the only differences for these motorcycles. There's no ThunderROARus logo here, and the other logos do have their own separate logos here. They're alternative logos on the back, right there. So that is going to be the Gravedigger pickup design, and I'm just putting my motorcycles back onto their original trucks. But yeah, for the assembly, same thing as usual. You take your 164 truck, you put this thing and you shove it in there. Then you take your Gravedigger motorcycle and you just press it downwards, and there you go. I don't know why this occurs, but again, I explained it multiple times. It's because the metal motorcycles are heavier. That's why this part of the truck goes upwards. And yeah, it does not look good. But yeah, here are all the 164 scaled, all the 164 Freestyle Mania trucks all assembled here. They are really cool. I really like everything about it. It just looks really cool. And usually I would end the video here, but I have something new that I'll add for Diecast reviews. Instead of the video usually ending here, where there's like a white screen in the background, we're going to be testing these trucks for future events of the regular season of Monster Jam New Generation. With the motorcycles in the back as well, we might do some fun stuff with it. So yeah, all races that you see here for these trucks are not actual races. These are just to test them out for future events. And for the motorcycles, we might just pose them around as we go. So yeah, we're gonna be taking this to Rainbow Stadium, and we're gonna be test driving all of these trucks all together. As we transition to Rainbow Stadium, where we're gonna test drive all of these trucks, we're gonna end off the video right here, simply because there's nothing else for me to say, and the fact that the rest of the video is just gonna be me testing these trucks out on the track. So with that, we're gonna end it off here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and make sure you share the video too with your friends and family, and we will see you on the flip side, as we have something brand new coming from the Fire and Ice thematic series, so you don't want to miss that. So take care everyone, and enjoy the rest of the video.